Fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Johnson, the rebound by the Timberwolves. Dillingham's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the doctor. Another one goes! Incredible!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside Johnson. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Dillingham with a rebound. Dillingham's got 5 rebounds in the game. The 3 is up. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Shot to stop the run. Misses at the rim. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Oh, got that one up quick.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Miller. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this win, they will now have 52 victories for the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the doctor.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Castle misses.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's the doctor. Hits yet again. Wow. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Here's Castle. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Great win tonight, MP.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Lord on the Track. If you haven't been seeing what MP been doing, you need to. Boss level work, MVP level.
This is anyone's game tonight. facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Doctor out there with Edwards. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Randall. And it's Minot in at the small forward position.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Time now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, guys. Like everyone else, MP is focused on his big matchup against Nikola Jokic. He knows the MVP race could be altered with this game. I asked him about Jokic and he told me the Joker is special. His BBIQ is off the charts. It's Einstein level. He's thinking 3, 4, maybe 5 moves ahead. High praise from his fellow MVP candidate. Guys?
Well said. That is high praise indeed. Those two both play, David, high-level basketball. And it is fun to watch. Tries from 16. The shot off that time.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And another miss by Denver. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. It's good.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Brown, the pass to Jokic. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Dillingham's checked in.
Timberwolves foul. Dillingham. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Jokic sets the screen for Burks. Shot clock at 5.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
The doctor can't get it to go.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up in
21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Braun, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Burks, the pass to Gordon. Here's Jokic, all alone, and the jumper falls for him.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Here's the doctor, and again, Minnesota with the triple. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the doctor in the last game against the Bulls was terrific. He finished up with 65 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the three ball. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Porter with it. Defended now by Dillingham. Pass to Brown. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
The doctor can't get it to go. So here's Burks. Off target on the 15-footer. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Timberwolves. For Jordan. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Chicago Bulls.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Strawther in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Randall's checked in. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea.
So it's Minnesota with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that about wraps it up.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, the doctor has been exceptional here today, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. give him some different looks.
On the court for Minnesota, Julius Randle is out there with Gobert. Then there's the doctor. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Minot in at the 3 slot.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Randle against Gordon. From deep, George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Shots good by the doctor.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively.
Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Ring shot on the way. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Brown. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a defender.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Daniels is checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Edwards. .157 left in the 3rd. Jokic a screen. Brown. The Nuggets with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
And it's in there.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Here's the doctor. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Brown. On the wing, Porter. McDaniels defending. Here's Strother. And the 3 off target. Here's the doctor. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. 48 points for the doctor.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Strother. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Jokic with it. Defended now by Dillingham. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Another one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Pass to Jokic. To end the run, and he sinks the layup. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. It's textbook play.
And so it's Minnesota with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Underneath in the post, it'll be Porter and Jokic. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Strawther in at the two-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Jokic. Another miss by Jokic. Minnesota with the ball. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. They get a hand on it. Here's the Doctor. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Out to the right wing. Lock at 6. Jokic finds Kennard. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Here's the Doctor. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Can they get it? And the layup is good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's the Doctor. Nailed from three-point land.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Middleton looking it over. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Doctor. The Doctor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Driving in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Middleton the pass to Jokic.
2 minutes.
Kennard on the wing. No good on the 3. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Porter. The 3. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout.
big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a galley win for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Doctor.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Kennard, the pass to Jokic. Pass to Strother. The shot, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 19-5 run here. Shots good by the Doctor.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here's Strother. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Kennard's shot is off. Here's the Doctor. Shoots the three. Good! Another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, up.
You earned that one. MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
Dude.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
I'm not even breaking a sweat out here.
You got it. Come on. Hey, he can ball, huh? Let's go! Woo! Up front this, up front this. Hey, watch the pick!
Nice shot.
I got your help, help side! Help, help! Hey, help! Switch! Hey, yo, right here. Yes! Yes, sir! That's the way I back up my game.
Let's do this.
Come to it! I got your help! Shut up! They're coming, they're coming, they're coming! Watch the back!
Switch! Get the rebound! Watch the hit coming! Shot! That's all you! Let's get this started already. Switch! Step out!
You're about to be ready.
Your confidence is gone now. Shoot it! Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Come to me! Help him! Mismatch!
Come on, MP.
What's up, MP?
Long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work.
MP in the house.
Let's go.
These roads of flames are catching a fire.
All right, MP, you ready?
Don't forget about our next fair giveaway day, where all the teams will receive a Crunch mascot tote bag. Come to the game, make the game, and get a Crunch mascot tote bag. We want this time of year to be enjoyable and to experience. If you are having an issue at some time that means to your day, please text the word "Typical" along with your issue and keep updated to 55555. A member of our circulation team will respond immediately. The National Basketball Association and the Minnesota.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. Here we go. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Pascal Siakam out there with Wiseman. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
Thanks, PA. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge. We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there. I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome."
Yeah, buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. Thanks, Allie.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Halliburton. He's closely guarded. Missed inside. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Outside Mathurin. Up top Siakam. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
And the basket by the doctor.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Back to Halliburton. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Deflected!
Yeah, a long and lanky guard at 6'7". Mathurin can be a problem defender in this league.
Pass to Wiseman. Over McDaniels. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Dillingham's checked in for McDaniels. Pass to Dillingham. Here's the doctor. No good with the triple. Pacers trail by 6. Siakam outside. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Here's the doctor. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The doctor's got 15.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
For 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now here's Here's Wiseman. Still without a bucket. And the bucket is good.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
Here's the doctor. And again, it's Minnesota with a three. All five of Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. They went to Indianapolis for their last meeting with the Pacers. Came out with a victory.
Their approach was to draw fouls in that game. It put their opponent in a very difficult position.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
On the court for the Pacers, Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Topping out there with Walker, and it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, the doctor in that last game against the Clippers put on a show. He contributed 62 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Halliburton's got an open look. The Pacers again can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Count it. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And the basket by the doctor.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Miller's got rebound number 7 tonight. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And as the end of the regular season draws closer, let's take a look at the latest power rankings. Taking a look at Indiana. They're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they've been systematically taking down their opponents, piling up wins just like everyone thought they would.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kolik's got 7 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And he drives in. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Here's Wiseman. Nembhard outside. Pass to Kolik. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort, and it's out of bounds to Indiana.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
16 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the doctor. From behind the arc. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's Minnesota already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back with you shortly.
In the East, Joel Embiid.
Embiid beats you with that versatility. He can score from anywhere on the floor, rebounds with the best of them, and he defends at a high level.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks, as always, for watching.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the doctor in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
On the wing, Mathurin. Clock at 6. Wiseman, the pass to Nembhard. Over Edwards. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, B.A. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. The doctor, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Drills it from deep. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
And again!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Here's the doctor. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Halliburton. Wiseman, a screen on McDaniels. Offensive board. Back to Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. And too long on the shot. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's the doctor. On target from range. The doctor's got 53 points.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Shoots. Yet another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
PA, it feels like he can't miss.
Nembhard, the pass to Wiseman. Over to the left wing. Siakam for three. And Indiana misses again.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Hits a three-pointer.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Will it go? Here's Mathurin. On the wing, Nembhard fires the three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Pass to Siakam. Good. He hits the jumper. Siakam's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, and Siakam is the total offensive package. A big man with post moves and a reliable jumper.
The doctor, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wiseman. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Now here's Wiseman. Halliburton on the wing. Outside Mathurin. Shot from 12. And the jumper is good. Mathurin's gotten his 1st basket of the night.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And so it's Minnesota with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team.
Hey, it's all about who's more.
Group substitution here for Indiana. And Minnesota calls time here.
Let's hear it for you.
On the floor for Indiana. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Pascal Siakam out there with Wiseman. And it's Halliburton in at point guard. And it's Mathurin missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. Another one falls. Amazing.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Siakam. The Pacers again can't hit.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
The three. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Outside Mathurin. Now here's Nembhard. Here he goes. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Mathurin in the NBA. It looks like he's already on that path.
Here's the doctor. Siakam pulls down the board. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Here's the doctor. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
They get it back.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what can you say that hasn't been already said? We knew these guys would be great coming into the year, but their complete dominance is rare. They have redefined greatness.
And it's got to feel good taking both wins in their season series against the Pacers.
And what a huge performance it was for the doctor.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team. I mean, he was amazing tonight. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Nembhard. Tries a 10-footer, and it's Mathurin missing. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's the doctor. That three's off the mark. Outside Mathurin. To the middle. Kicks it out to Siakam. From outside, off the mark. Here's the doctor. Lets the three fly. Oh, another one falls.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. So,
Hey, yo, bad play.
Hey, right here. What's up, everybody? I'm going to start with Joe.
Another great game, MP.
Thank you, Joe.
Or should I say MVP?
I
You played against another top MVP candidate, and every time you face off against someone of this caliber, you look like the best player on the floor. So are you a shoe-in for the MVP award?
Look, I just play basketball.
You earned that one.
Nailed it, MP. Big win
Great
for
win
team
tonight,
chemistry.
MP.
Woo! I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells
Fans live for games like this one.
Yo, what's good, MP?
Good, man.
Live, bro. I watch you. You got a mean bag. Keep on, bro.
Man, that's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You got to earn it. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience. Take your time.
All right, man. Well, look, I want to get that jersey from you after the game. What's up with that?
I'm going to have to tell you, you got to earn it, man. Oh, we on that type of time. It's a bet. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Ayton is out there with Avdia, and it's Price in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's the doctor in at the 1. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Look at Minnesota. They took the win in their last game against the Nuggets. It's good from long range. Doctor's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Sharp. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And it's Ayton missing. The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. Here's the doctor. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 7 points in the game. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. 7-point differential. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
There's the three. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Shot to stop the run. Unable to get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Count that bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Henderson outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The doctor in the last game against the Nuggets got the job done. He had 60 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Yep, that one goes. 13 points for the doctor.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Anderson looking it over. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And the shot goes in.
Now, Scoot loves to attack in the lane and has the strength and the hops to be successful there.
Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 16-4 run. Shots good by the doctor.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Ayton throws it down.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
The doctor. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Henderson, no one around him. Kept alive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Price. Avdia comes in for Sharp, and it's Beasley in for Henderson.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Outside, Avdia. Beasley the screen. And it's Avdia off the drive. Kicks it out to Grant. Beasley outside. Williams has a screen for Beasley. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Beasley's been doing that for a long time, drilling from 3.
Here's the doctor. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Grant. Releases from the wing and drills it. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Yeah. In that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Kamare in at the 2.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Avdia still scoreless. It's Beasley on the wing. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, that's one of the things Beasley is known for. He's a catch-and-shoot guy.
Here's the doctor. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Beasley outside. Outside, Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Over Matthews. Avdia can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 16. Grant with Avdia. There's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. Contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Looking ahead, Brent, how excited are you for the playoffs?
Well, just fired up for the level of competition that steps up tenfold, Kevin. And you know this. We've seen so many great performances come playoff time. Teams are fired up, young guys who are going to get this experience for the first time. But it's the stars that shine in the playoffs, and we are that close.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's the doctor. Clock up 2 there. 33 points for the doctor.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
From 7, Henderson, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Pass to Ayton. Beasley outside. Williams sends a screen for Beasley. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Henderson, no good. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's the doctor. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, they were like good college players, one and done. You got to be able to make some noise on the offensive glass and keep possessions alive. They weren't able to do that.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Randall comes in for Miller, and it's McDaniels in for Dillingham. Portland also making some changes. Price comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Sharp in for Beasley. Here's Henderson after the made shot from the doctor. Gobert against Ayton. Henderson for three, and he's good on the three ball. Henderson's got 7 points in the game.
Now, part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
And again,
the single-season record for most 40-point games already was his, and he's done it again. When it comes to scoring that thing, he is a virtuoso.
As they say, he is a professional scorer. Put his picture in the dictionary, folks. He has got it down to a science. And there it is again. Nice make there from the Doctor. Doctor's got 43 points.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Edwards against Sharp. Ayton a screen. Sharp, that's good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
Looking at the East, Donovan Mitchell.
So explosive in everything he does and built to take on a leadership role.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the three major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, the Doctor has been exceptional here today, guys.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's the Doctor in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that one is good.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Sharp against Edwards. Sharp, the pass to Price. Takes a shot at the elbow, and Henderson gets it to go on the assist by Price.
Good to see Henderson knock that one down, continuing to work on the jumper.
Here's the Doctor. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pass to Sharp. Now, here's Avdia. He's defended by Randall. Outside, Avdia. Ayton a screen on Randall. And the wide open shot from Avdia. A three-pointer off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Sharp on the wing. Edwards defending. Sharp against Edwards. Left side, Price. Pass to Sharp. Over Edwards. And it's Sharp missing.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Here's the doctor. And it's Price with the rebound. And here's Price. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. In the corner, Henderson with it. Takes it inside. Gobert pulls it in.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Pass to the doctor. The 19-foot shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Doctor's got 54 points. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Avdia. Jeremy Grant comes in for Price, and it's Beasley in for Henderson. Took him no time at all on that one. 57 points for the doctor.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Pass to Grant. 1:15 left in the third. To end the drought, Williams with the ball. For 3, Beasley. They get it back. Oh.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Tries it from the top of the key, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 59 points for the doctor.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Here's Sharp. Rebound, Minnesota.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Grant against Matthews. Now, here's Grant. Not a lot of room. 4 on the clock. Here's Sharp. Back to Williams. And that one is off. And so it's Minnesota up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They have made it very tough to get a shot off. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Murray. Rob Williams is out there with Grant. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Kamare in at shooting guard. Beasley, the pass to Williams. Nails the baby hook. Williams has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Trailblazers. Here's the doctor. He's covered by Grant. Shots good by the doctor.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tea and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Here's Beasley. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Here's the doctor. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Walker's checked in for Murray. Pass to Beasley. Here's Kamare. Grant surveying the D. Williams a screen on Matthews. Portland again missing. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Offensive rebound. Now Dillingham. Here's the doctor. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Got a piece of it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Stops, pops, and he makes that one. Doctor's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Miller with the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man to man, it's hard.
It's Beasley on the wing. The good-looking shot from the wing.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter, Beasley with the feet set knocks it in.
Here's the doctor. Oh, good on the triple. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
Here's the doctor. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Henderson attacking. That shot is off. Good D by Miller. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's the doctor. Connects again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the doctor.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Sharp. The rebound by Medu. Here's the doctor. Offline with his three. And Portland with the ball. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Ayton throws it down.
What a finish by Ayton, using those long arms to snatch that pass up high.
Beyond the arc. And another one.
And he's now outmatched his own single-game record for points with a staggering offensive onslaught. Now, I think the defense is just as stunned as we are.
Words fail to describe the magnitude. He is putting in the work with a little overtime, and this game is sure to leave a mark. Here's the doctor. Missed. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance.
That's good work. You earned this, Clint. Will you see me again, though?
Come on, bro. I stay ready.
All right, that's a bet.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's good work. Keep going, son.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Dropping 40 on the regular.
MP just broke the record for 40-point games in a season. Wild.
The National Basketball Association and the New York Knicks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting or using entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word NICS along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. Don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. Thank you, Dave.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Knicks? The NBA postseason, coming up next.
It's been a very one-sided NBA fight. You take a look at the Timberwolves in position to close it out tonight, sweep the series, and celebrate.
But these home fans are hoping it won't be tonight. If nothing else, get one win, extend the series, and send it back on the road.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's the doctor in at the point guard position. Grant, how about the meteoric rise of MP? He's reached 10,000 points.
Yeah, I mean, getting there faster than none other than LeBron James. I mean, remember LeBron broke Kareem's career points record. So I'd say MP is on a great pace.
Now here's Anunoby. Outside Hart from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Here's the doctor. He's guarded by Bridges. And the basket by the doctor.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 6-point game. Outside Anunoby. Outside Hart. Here's the 3. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist from Hart.
This guy won't give an inch. Brunson answers back with a 3 of his own. You've got to love it.
And the basket by the doctor.
Number 12.
For New York, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. The Knicks pull it in.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Bridges misses.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Here's the doctor. Give him 8. Puts up the 8-footer. Yep, count it. The doctor's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
To the inside. Here's Brunson. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Here's the doctor. Gets the 3 to fall. 13 points in the game.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Dillingham's checked in for McDaniels. And this is who's leading the charge when it comes to rebounding here in the postseason. Karl Anthony Towns, 4th.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
Here's Hart. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Here's the doctor. And it's Brunson with the rebound. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls to Towns. New York. The Timberwolves lead by 3. They've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Wesley in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Capella. And here's Reeves. Fires from 14. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. The Doctors got 6 in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Dillingham with a rebound. Minnesota's gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. And the basket by the Doctor.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Brunson surveys to the middle. And stolen by Bagley. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's the Doctor. No good from outside. Knicks trail by 10. Wesley, the pass to Brunson. Minute and a half gone in the second quarter. New York, again, can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's the Doctor. Connects from downtown. The Doctor's got 25 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Wilson. Outside Reeves. Knocks it loose. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Doctor in that last game against the Knicks put together a nice one. He finished with 60 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Now here's Bridges. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Here's the Doctor. 28 points for him. Good on the bucket.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Bridges outside. Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. The 3 is up. It's deflected.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
That one goes in. The Doctor's got 32 points in the game.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter, riding the wave here.
Here's Towns. No good. A bit long that time. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 19-5 run. It's good. The Doctor's got 34.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Brunson passes to Hart. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The Timberwolves lead by 19. Here's the Doctor. Fires in the triple. 37 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Brunson. 7 points in the game.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And the basket by the Doctor.
He just has a great feel from the perimeter tonight. 3 triples in the first quarter, and he keeps them coming.
Here's Brunson. Down low. Towns against Gobert. Pass to Hart. The 3. And again, the Knicks missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Bridges. 5 points in the game. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And the shot goes in.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Towns outside. Inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively. You can feel the frustration building.
Man.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Thanks as always.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota, setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the Doctor in at the 1. Brunson passes to Hart. Back to Brunson. Rebounded by the Doctor. The Doctor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes the 3. He got it again! Sensational!
Oh my goodness! 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brunson. The offensive rebound. Here's Towns. That one doesn't drop.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Here's the Doctor. It's rebounded by New York. Outside Anunoby. Bridges right side. Launches it. Drains the triple. Bridges has got 8.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's the Doctor. Good. He hits again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Hart with a screen on Edwards. For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by Minnesota. The Doctor's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Towns. Bridges outside. 3-pointer. Randall pulls down the board.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Goes up with the stripe. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. The Doctor's got 54 points. For New York, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Brunson. And, yep, it's good.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. The Doctor. Off target with the 3. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
4th personal foul. First team foul.
And that one falls to Towns.
Well, you love
And New York shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Jalen Brunson is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Wilson in at the power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's the Doctor. And the 3 off target. And the Knicks with possession. To the paint. Intercepted. Lets it fly. Another shot. And Bagley with the lay-in. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And he can't get the first one. Bridges, he's checked in for Wesley. Second free throw, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And the basket by the Doctor.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
So it's the Knicks now. Bridges outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Boy, how about that quick 3 response by Mikal Bridges?
Here's the Doctor. Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Reeves with a screen on Caruso. Bridges passes to Reeves. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That Bridges proving to be solid in the pick and roll. They like him now handling in this situation.
Kept alive. Pass to Doctor. Tries again. And yes! Another basket! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Reeves, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's the Doctor. Sinks the tray.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebound, Minnesota.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Here's the Doctor. Can he keep it going? And good! There's another!
And that's 70!
He is unconscious. And here's Brunson from the arc. Brunson missing again.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And it's good! He hits another one!
And he now owns 3rd place for most points in a playoff game.
Oh, just an incredible game. Nothing can slow him down. Right wing to end the run. He buries it from 3.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
The Doctor, pass to Bagley. There's the triple. And another one.
And he's now bested his previous mark, breaking his own record for the second highest postseason offensive performance. He was already in elite company with Elgin Baylor and passing two other more recent performances from Donovan Mitchell with 57 points and Jimmy Buckets Butler with 56 back in 2023.
You know, it seems he is never done, never slowing down. He's always connects again from distance.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know, he finds himself tied for second place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Left side, Brunson. Up and in on the layup.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And some changes here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Hart comes in for Wilson. And it's Anunoby in for Reeves. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Brunson. Bridges passes to Towns. Can't hit from in close.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
No good on the three. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's the doctor. And again for three.
And you talk about competing against yourself. He is the definition. No accomplishment is too great. Never resting on his laurels.
And the Minnesota Timberwolves have done it. They are the NBA champions.
Thank you, fans, for joining us tonight.
They go on the road and take care of business. And now the championship is theirs.
To be on the road, to silence the crowd, winning the championship with all of it on the line. What an incredible performance. Hats off to this team.
An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as NBA champions. And you can bet back home the celebration has started. Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Introducing the world champion.
Just get through the tunnel safely, huh? Yeah, of course.
Walk it out.
Doesn't
matter.
I'm gonna nip you.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Bettina?
A year ago, you said one ring was nice, but it wouldn't mean as much without two.
Mm-hmm.
You now have the second, so what does it mean to you?
Two is a different animal. You know, you win one, your job is done. Everyone's goal is to win one, but to win two, back to back, I mean, that's next level. That's it shows that you're a complete.
Now that's how you take care of business out there, MP. Boom! That is how you dominate a series. On to the next.
Yo, MP, congrats on going back to back. First two playoffs too? Man, that's legendary. Big ups to MP winning 2 Finals MVPs. Kid is a beast.
MP, congrats on winning that second title, man. Now what can they say? Last time wasn't no fluke, huh?